Hi everyone. Today we're going to be taking a virtual tour of the Fashion and Apparel Studies Department in Allison Hall West at the University of Delaware. Starting on the second floor in Allison Hall West, this is a board of all of our full-time faculty and staff. We also have graduate and adjunct professors. All of our professors have specialties in different areas to provide a full-scale learning experience. The first stop is our fashion and textile collection, curated by Dr. Lopez Gaidosh. This collection was first organized in 1971, and there are over 4,000 garments, artifacts, and accessories, ranging from the 16th century all the way up to the 21st century. This is her workroom where items are researched and cataloged. Dr. Lopez Gaidosh is always looking for volunteers interested in fashion history, and students can volunteer as early as freshman year. Through this door is one of our collections. Both design and merchandising students take a fashion history course, and items from the collection are utilized in class. Students can also minor in fashion history and culture. Moving down the hallway, we make our way to the next room. This is our CAD lab and flex factory. This room is used for collaborative projects with other departments as well as outside companies. For example, we've worked with athletics and engineering to develop knee support devices for athletes. On the other side of the room are monitors that students can use to hook up laptops for class. Students use a virtual desktop system to access Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. We also utilize Clo, a 3D design software system. There is a plotter used for large portfolio work and a digitizer, which is used for 3D patterns in conjunction with the PC that is next to it, utilizing the Clo software system. Next, we will move up to the third floor of Allison Hall West. This room is a design space for junior and senior fashion design and product innovation students. There are Juki industrial machines, a Juki serger, Bernina sergers, and Brother cover stitch machines. Seniors are required to complete a collection, which needs to be at least 3 looks, however most students complete 4. A portfolio is not required to apply to our fashion design and product innovation major. We have a student-run club at the University of Delaware called Synergy Fashion Group that puts on a fashion show at the end of every spring semester. The first half of the show is student-submitted designs that you can contribute to as early as your freshman year, and the second half of the show is dedicated to the seniors displaying their collections on the runway. We have over 400 different registered student organizations at the University of Delaware, including Synergy, You Dress Magazine, The New Magazine, the Fashion Merchandising Club, the Sustainable Fashion Club, Fashion X Textiles Club, and Runway of Dreams Club. Moving from our design studio to our research lab, there are professors' offices on the right. This is our Textile Research Lab, used to conduct research with textiles and focus on sustainability. There is a bunch of different equipment in here, such as a sun test machine used to conduct research with NASA. We also have a textile shredder used to shred fabric and clothing from Goodwill and other companies we can source from. We use the shredded fabric and add it on top of dead stock fabric to send through the flex loom in order to create new fabric. One of our graduate students, Michelle, used this process of creating her own fabric for her senior collection. Kendall, a 4+1 student, used a similar process to create mulch mats and worked at the agriculture fields on campus with the goal of reducing plastic consumption and end-of-use textile waste. We offer a program called Summer Scholars where you can get a stipend to assist a professor with the research over the summer. Next, we move into the hallway to stop and talk about the study abroad options within the fashion department. We have a longer winter break at the University of Delaware, with finals week in the fall semester typically ending around mid-December, and we usually return to class the first week in February. The Paris program runs over that winter session. You spend 5 weeks in Paris and take 2 classes at the Paris American Academy. Students are also able to work behind the scenes at the menswear and haute couture shows in Paris. Another program offered over the winter session is Italy. This is a micro-study abroad where you are there for 3 weeks and only take one class. We have run this trip 2 times but are unsure when it will run again. We lastly have a Singapore program that runs over the summer. This program runs for 7 to 8 weeks and is different from a typical study abroad because you get placed in an internship with a company headquartered there. Students can also take advantage of other study abroad programs in other departments if they would like. They just want to make sure that the credits would transfer to their major. Moving down the hallway, we stop in this room just to give you a perspective of a typical size classroom for your fashion classes. I cannot speak for your gen eds, where you can have 200 students in a lecture hall, but fashion merchandising classes typically cap at 40 students, and design classes cap at 18. Here we like to mention the importance of time management, as well as communication with your professors, because it is an adjustment from high school. In terms of time management, you can have a class at 9 a.m. and not have another until 2 p.m., so you just have to learn to use that time wisely. You have to find what works best for you, whether that be a Google Calendar or planner or whatever it may be. In terms of communication, make sure you are meeting with your advisor 1 to 2 times per semester and communicating with your professors if you are going to miss class or need additional help. Professors hold office hours every week, and that is a time period where they are just sitting in their office and they want you to come to them with any problems you may have. Now we're moving to the next door down for our final classroom in Allison Hall West. This is our art studio. Freshman design and merchandising students start taking fashion courses right away, starting their first semester. In this room, freshmen take Foundations of Fashion Innovation, FASH 133. Students in this course will learn to work with colors, textures, sketching, and fabric samples, along with much more. While merchandising students only take one art class, design students will take a second, FASH 233. Freshman year, students will also take Intro to Fashion Business, or FASH 218, and a seminar class where you build your LinkedIn, handshake, and resume, FASH 165. Using this breezeway, we cross from Allison Hall West into Allison Hall. As of summer 2022, this is our new Textiles Lab. All freshmen have to take Chem 101, which is a prerequisite for the lab you will take in this room, FASH 215, or Introduction to Textiles. You likely take this course your sophomore year. Research for the mushroom shoe project happened in this room. One student from Fashion Merchandising and Management and one student from Fashion Design and Product Innovation teamed together to create a sustainable shoe made from mushrooms, chicken feathers, and textile waste. The Daily Planet visited campus to highlight the students, and the story can be found on YouTube. Right down the hallway is Dr. Garea's Wearable Innovation Lab. Dr. Garea is the department leader in another one of our minors, Functional Wearable Design. There are 4 in the department, including Fashion History and Culture, Functional Wearable Design, Fashion Management, and Sustainable Apparel and Textile Innovation. Interdisciplinary work with seamless knits and functional design is the focus of her research. In this workroom is a Sonobond machine that works like a sewing machine but has no needles or thread. It actually cuts, sews, and trims all at the same time. Dr. Garea has her own Instagram, fash_wearables, where she regularly posts classroom work. Using the stairs to go down to the second floor of Allison Hall, we'll go into our final room. This is our design studio and sewing lab. This is the workroom for freshman and sophomore fashion design and product innovation students. Freshman year will be an introduction to sewing with purchase patterns used. Sophomore year will be pattern making. We use both Bernina home machines and Juki industrial machines so that students are learning on both as a freshman. We also have a knitwear class that resides in this room. Design students start their sewing class first semester freshman year. In terms of other programs the Fashion and Apparel Studies Department offers, we have a 4+1 program in which students can graduate in 5 years with their bachelor's and master's. We do also offer a regular 2-year master's program. Another amazing program is our visiting student program with the Fashion Institute of Technology, in which students spend their entire junior year studying at FIT and graduate after 1 year with an associate's degree. Their senior year, students who did the program come back to UD and graduate from UD with their bachelor's. We stop here to give you a perspective of where we are on campus. Right across from us is Morris Library. We consider ourselves at the heart of campus as we are surrounded by dorms, places to eat, and places to study. Lastly, we make our way back to the office in Allison Hall West. We recommend you check out our Instagram at UDEL Fashion. Feel free to reach out with any questions you may have. Thanks for watching!